The Path of the Relentless. A stoic guide to masculine mastery, the foundation of discipline. The alarm cuts through the darkness. It's 4:30 a.m. No snooze button. No second thoughts. Just action. While the world is asleep, the winners rise. You swing your feet to the floor, feeling the cold reality of the morning. This is the moment that separates the weak from the strong. This is not a feeling. It's not something you negotiate with. It's commitment to execution. Day in, day out. A man who lets emotions dictate his actions is a man who will always be a slave to circumstance. That's not going to be you. You don't feel like working out. Do it anyway. You don't feel like working on your business. Do it anyway. Feelings are irrelevant. Results don't care how you feel. This is the fundamental principle of masculine power. You do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. The Roman general and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius understood this well. Despite ruling the greatest empire in the world, he wrote in his journal, Meditations, about the need to rise each morning with purpose and to embrace hardship. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? Your purpose is not comfort. It is duty. I remember a time in my early 20s when I had to make a choice. Stay in bed like everyone else or rise before the sun and put in the work. There were days I wanted to quit, but I reminded myself no one was coming to save me. If I wanted success, I had to create it. That's the difference between men who win and men who watch from the sidelines. The war against weakness the modern world has. Society preaches comfort, ease, and victimhood. But let me tell you something. There is no glory in comfort. There is no respect in weakness. A lion doesn't apologize for its power. A storm doesn't ask permission to rage. Yet men today walk on eggshells, afraid to offend, afraid to assert themselves. They trade strength for validation, power for approval. And what do they get in return? Nothing. You need to reject weakness in all its forms. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Stop blaming others for your failures. Your life is a direct reflection of your standards. If you tolerate mediocrity, that's exactly what you'll get. Think of the Spartans. At the Battle of Thermopylae, 300 men stood against a Persian force of hundreds of thousands. Why? Because weakness was never an option for them. Their society was built on discipline, hardship, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. And because of that, their legend has echoed through the ages. When I first started my business, I had no roadmap, no guaranteed path to success. But I knew that making excuses wouldn't get me anywhere. I had to face every obstacle head on. The weak crumble under pressure. The strong use it as fuel. The unshakable mindset most men fail before they even start. Not because they lack potential, but because their mindset is weak. They doubt. They hesitate. They overthink. And in the process, they kill their own momentum. Listen to me. You need to develop an iron mind, a mind that doesn't waver, a mind that sees obstacles and smiles, because adversity isn't something to fear, it's something to dominate. Take Theodore Roosevelt. He was a sickly, frail child. Doctors told him he should live a quiet life. Instead, he built himself into a warrior. He trained his body relentlessly. He charged into battle. He embraced every challenge as fuel, and he became one of the greatest leaders in American history. When I was younger, I let doubt creep in, but I realized that every second spent doubting myself was a second I could have spent taking action. So I reprogrammed my mind. No more hesitation. No more second guessing. Just execution. The power of presence. When you walk into a room, you should own it. Not by talking loud, not by trying to impress, but by being a man of presence. Presence comes from certainty, from knowing who you are and what you stand for. It's in your posture, your eye contact, your silence. Weak men talk too much. They seek validation. Strong men don't need to prove anything. Julius Caesar was known for his presence. He didn't need to shout or boast. When he walked into a room, people felt his power. His confidence radiated. And that's why men followed him to the ends of the earth. I remember meeting a multi-millionaire mentor for the first time. He didn't say much, but his presence was undeniable. He exuded power, not because of what he said, but because of the way he carried himself. That's when I understood. True power is silent, but undeniable. The warrior's body, a weak body, reflects a weak mind. If you don't have the discipline to sculpt your own physique, why should anyone trust you with anything else? Hit the gym, lift heavy, train hard. Your body is your armor. It's a walking testament to your standards, and don't do it for attention. Don't do it for validation. So do it because a man should be strong, period. The greatest warriors in history, from the samurai to the gladiators, understood that physical strength was inseparable from mental strength. Train like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Wealth, power, and purpose. Let's get one thing straight. Money matters. Power matters. Influence matters. Anyone telling you otherwise is lying to keep you weak. You need to build wealth, not to buy things, but to buy freedom, to have options, to control your destiny. A man without financial control is a man at the mercy of the system. Find a skill, master it, monetize it, scale it, build something that outlives you. Stop trading your time for peanuts. Stop being comfortable with enough. Dominate in business like you do in life. Women, attraction and leadership. Women respect men who lead. Period. They are wired to be drawn to strength, confidence, and ambition. If you are failing with women, it's because you are failing in your own life. Fix yourself, and the right women will follow. Stop chasing. Stop simping. Become a man of value, and women will come to you. It's that simple. The brotherhood, legacy, and relentless pursuit. Surround yourself with strong men. Live with purpose. Never settle. The journey never ends. Keep pushing. Keep evolving. The world belongs to the relentless.